Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak. That's a great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they... And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football. Balance.
And he did. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now Willis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds here. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Willis on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Malik Willis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. That's out to Hill. Right side complete.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Play action. It's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traylon Burks, 53 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. The Cowboys at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 39, Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Nice. 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Room here to run. Inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Okay, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Now Willis on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Now Wilson. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it hurt,
he's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Play action. Willis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Wilson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
And Wilson going to keep it again. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. With just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Willis now off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, Willis. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
That is caught by Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and long. It's Wilson. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some room to run now. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 6-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. This one taken in by Olave. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point safely through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Wilson to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, Wilson. That pass taken in by Burks. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Willis to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. By Lamb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Willis. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. From the 41, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traylon Burks with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. It's complete, and he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Throwing now is Wilson. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope